Gyeongbokgung subway station on Line 3. Exit 5 is directly connected to Gyeongbokgung Palace. Baskin-Robbins, Sumchungmadang. It's very unique. It is a nice hanok that goes well with the atmosphere here. There are many hanbok rental shops around Gyeongbokgung Palace. Various styles of hanbok can be chosen and rented before entering the palace. Heungnyemun, the eastern gate of Gyeongbokgung Palace. Gyeongbokgung Palace is surrounded by a high square wall called Heungnyemun. There are East Heungnyemun Gate, West Heungnyemun Gate, North Heungnyemun Gate, and South Gwanghwamun Gate. Dongshipjaga, the military post in the east part of the palace. Heungnyemun, the west gate of Gyeongbokgung Palace. The west palace wall continues along Hejaro. Gwanghwamun, the main gate of Gyeongbokgung Palace. It's like a party at the palace. A lot of people is wearing hanbok. You have to make a reservation to enter, but if you wear hanbok, you can enter right away without reservation, and the admission fee is free. Many foreigners, ladies and gentlemen of all ages, wear hanbok. So the number of people without hanbok actually seems to be few. A view of Gwanghwamun from the back. When you enter Gwanghwamun, you can see Heungnyemun, the second gate of the palace. You can see the lights of the city wall behind it. This is Yeongjae Bridge. As you can see, Gangnyeongjeon Hall is the largest and most formal building in the palace where important national ceremonies were held. In reality, it is much grander than the picture. This is Irur Obongda, a painting that symbolizes the throne and royal authority. The strong color contrast and symmetry give breathtaking tension. 7 clawed dragons on the ceiling of Gangnyeongjeon Hall. Sejong Hall is a historic hall that was used as Gyeongbokgung during the reign of King Sejong. Gyeongheru Pavilion is a pavilion inside the pond, located to the west of the king's chamber. It was built as a place for receiving envoys or royal banquets. It is a stone bridge. Gyeongheru Pavilion accommodate more than 1,000 people. It's amazingly huge scale. Heungnyemun Hall is the only place in the palace for Buddhism. Gangnyeongjeon Hall. It is the king's sleeping quarters, but sometimes official functions were held on the stone veranda. Gyeongbokgung Palace has separate bedchambers for the king and the queen. Gangnyeongjeon Hall is the king's living quarters and Gyotaejeon Hall, entered through Heungnyemun Gate behind the king's quarters, is for the queen. Gyeongjong is an annexed building to the east at right angles to Gangnyeongjeon, the king's quarter. The office quarters were where the king handled state affairs and studied Chinese classics with his civil servants in normal times. The quarters were also where the king threw parties for his relatives and ministers and supervised qualifying examinations for the civil service. There are 3 buildings: Sejong Hall, Manchunjeon Hall, and Cheonchujeon Hall.
너는 말
The night opening area of the palace is limited, but you can go everywhere during the day. The Namdaemun is one of the 8 gates in the fortress wall of Seoul, South Korea, which surrounded the city in the Joseon Dynasty. It is located between Seoul Station and Seoul Plaza, with a 24-hour Namdaemun market next to the gate. The gate, dating back to the 14th century, is a historic pagoda-style gateway, and is designated as the first national treasure of South Korea.